week has gone by, which means
There's a lot to talk about.
a lot has happened. We're joined again by Andrew.
Welcome, Andrew.
I'm back, thank you.
Great to have you here.
Yes.
So it's Steve, it's Pat,
I'll say
it's
my-
Andrew.
I'll say my name. Pat.
Oh, I didn't know. And are you by any chance a former lineman?
Yes, I'm offensive tackle.
I think you played defensive tackle too.
I was both ways. I never came off the field.
All right.
I got a great workout.
All right.
Yep. One time they asked me to kick the ball because I kicked the stump. I kicked it 3 yards.
You told me that story.
Thank you. Take care of yourself.
It didn't really make you re-kick it, you said?
No, we're out of bounds.
You told me that you had to re-kick it.
No, they took it at like the 40. The other team that went 10 yards and went out of bounds. They took the ball.
It doesn't have to go 10 yards, but you said they made you re-kick it. But,
Well, must be that medication. Listen, we got a lot to talk about. I want to get to this. I want to get to the biggest game of the year, and I got 3 words for everybody: Tua, Tago, Vailoa.
yeah, that's it. You got it.
How'd I do?
Yeah.
I thought yeah. Sounds like something the doctor said I might have caught.
Better than most probably been pronouncing it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Guy was unbelievable. Let me just say this, Mr. Saban. He saved your job.
Because that would have looked like a move of desperation. Had he come in on that.
Wire 90% of your salary, Saban, to wherever this guy has a little account at TD Bank. Because he saved your job.
Hey, he didn't save his job.
Oh, come on.
It did look desperate.
The
Like,
team looked so boring, and it was terrible watching them. It was painful.
remember halfway through?
Then comes a superstar, comes in and just starts throwing ropes all over the field. First game of the year. First game of his career. And he acted like he had the poise of like a guy who's been in the NFL for 10 years, this kid. This kid is the deal.
He was.
He'll be
ready.
an NFL quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello.
I want
This
people to
kid,
look
I
at
know
him.
it's just one game, but this kid, coming into the biggest game of the year, he comes in like, yeah, coach, could you get in there and maybe win the game for us? Sure. Down by a couple of touchdowns. I'm a freshman. I've never played before. No problem.
Right.
Yeah, so
I
what do
mean,
you
you
think?
know.
Do you think that Saban was doing that in a move of desperation, or do you think he knew what he was doing?
A little of both, because I feel like you're desperate and nothing's going with Jalen Hurts in the first half. I think
Right.
he just wanted to kind of roll the dice and take a chance with this kid. How about Alabama having the luxury? Oh, our quarterback's out. Let's go to our backup, who's the #1 dual threat quarterback in 2017,
That's
who just
how
happens to
typical.
be our backup,
Oh, he is. So Tua Tago
Vailoa.
is already, everybody knows he's great.
Yes,
Okay.
So that's
Because I didn't know about him at all.
you didn't. Know, I didn't. I didn't know about him.
But this guy is, holy cow, I'm moving to Hawaii. Is that where he's from?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I got to go there and start doing some push-ups, throwing the ball around. Maybe it'll catch on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm surprised by? You still haven't said the word freshman. Before we did an over-under.
Thank you.
The over-under, we set it at 5.5. How many times will you say the word freshman in this show?
Right.
So far, it's at 0.
I can't
so
believe
Well,
he's
I-
a freshman. I really can't. He's
Unbelievable.
how old
Freshman.
is he? He's
19.
19 years
19.
old.
Wow.
And how old is their starting quarterback?
20.
36.
How do you think he feels? You know,
He
being pulled
feel-
from the game at halftime
Yeah.
and being completely
He feels
Outperformed.
like I better make sure my grades are good because this thing called football is over. That's how he felt.
Yes. It's over for him.
Let me check my grades. Better get the resume polished up because this little gig is finished.
Well, he already knew he didn't have a shot at the NFL. Because, I mean, look, his weakness is throwing the football.
I know.
So, how's that going to get him into the NFL?
Unbelievable game. I'll throw it to Saban for saying get in there, but I don't think he had a choice. But an amazing story. I love it. I was rooting for Georgia, who, by the way, if they didn't bring in this Superman from Maui, I would have been right. But I'm just so glad. If I'm going to be wrong, I want to be wrong this way. And this kid was exciting to watch.
He was exciting.
Yeah, it was great. Now let's talk about Alabama's kicker.
Oh,
Good, very good. Go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead, Andrew. Take the wheel, Andrew. Go ahead.
What I saw was just a catastrophe. They almost blew that game 2 times.
Yeah.
And if they lost that game, it would have been the kicker's fault.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That kick. I mean, you would think Alabama would have a backup kicker who is at least half decent.
Right.
I mean, this guy, he looks like he couldn't kick the ball into the ocean if he tried.
And how many
That's
yards
funny,
away?
into the ocean.
How many yards away was that?
That was like a 36-yarder for the win, and he didn't even come close.
And he blew it.
He didn't even come close.
I think when he practices, the goalpost is the width of the field. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, they should narrow that goalpost for him a little bit.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
his name?
I don't know.
Oh, his name is I Suck.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that it matters because we're never going to see him on Sundays.
No.
But
Right.
He better polish up the resume with the quarterback.
heck, we might not even see him on Saturdays next year.
Yeah, no.
Let alone ever seeing him on Sundays.
No, maybe they could look into maybe becoming accountants.
No, accounting's too hard. I tried it.
Oh, yeah.
Accounting was
Yeah,
way
me
too
too.
hard.
I hate accounting. Debit this, credit that. Get lost.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
Get out of here with that, you know?
Debit this, debit you.
I just can't imagine how it feels to be a kicker and then miss 2 open field goals.
Yeah.
And yeah, he missed 2 field goals of 30. What, the first one was
Right.
what, 30? No, the first one was 40.
Yeah.
And he missed the 40-yarder, which
How does
wasn't
he-
even close.
Yeah, how does he go to the victory party? I mean, I go to the nearest cliff. You know, how does he go to the party and act like, isn't this great, we won?
And on top of it, Georgia's
You know?
kicker hits what, like a 50-something?
Yeah, 51-yarder.
Yeah, like a chip shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And takes the lead.
Yeah, that's what you call a reliable kicker.
thank you.
Alabama's kicker, because, you know, in order to be an NFL kicker, you have to be able to be like at Lambeau Field in the playoffs and kick a 58-yarder in the negative temperatures
Yeah.
with the game on the line.
With the wind
That's what.
And the real NFL pressure.
Yeah,
Forget
and
it.
there was no wind in that game too.
My
There-
car's more reliable starting on a cold morning, and it's 21 years old.
Well, I mean, I can't disagree with that because
Thank you.
he's not reliable. So you still haven't said the word freshman. I'm very disappointed.
Well, yeah, because not the Mike and Mike show, but it's now Mike and 2 other guys, Captain Obvious, surrounded by more Captain Obvious. They mentioned the word freshman any more times. I was gonna kill myself. You know, what is his name? Mike who and the other
it's
Mike's gone.
Golick, Mike Golick, and Trey Wingo, and then
he's a-
Golick Jr.'s on
Yeah,
from
it's
6 to 7.
It's Captain Obvious and his buddies. It's so boring. Let's talk about what's already happened. Okay. Wow. This
You
is
really have something against them.
it's just such stupid stuff. And then, you know, how about that? Oh, I knew he was going to. Oh, you knew? Really? How do you know? Maybe because it's already over and you saw it happen. Oh, no, I knew it was going to happen, most likely. I mean, it's so boring.
All right, well, on that note,
Go ahead. So,
guess what the final score was that I predicted?
yeah, this was unbelievable. Steve was so close. Go ahead, Steve.
I said 27-23. Alabama wins 26-23,
Wow.
and they scored a touchdown to end it, so they would have had an extra point if it wasn't overtime. So,
Wow.
so had they been able to kick
would
an
have been
extra
right.
point, I
You
would
have
have
been exactly right. Well done, Steve. Well, I hope you're not betting with ESPN again because you got every one right. They were supposed to hand you a check for $10,000.
Yeah, but I'm never going to see that check.
No, and they gave you a little email saying, "Sorry,
They didn't even give me an email. They just
Sorry,
emailed the winner.
we
Wait, they
decided
send
to
you
have a
anything?
lottery.
Nope. Wow. Nothing.
You're getting 0. Thanks for playing with ESPN."
Now that's a broken system. Why can't they just divide it between all the winners?
Of course,
I know.
that's what they should have done.
If they had half a
who
brain,
won
they would.
ESPN? Some guy. No need for you to know, but we took care of him.
And
Sure.
now with Bowl Mania, how the winner is supposed to win a $5,000 Amazon gift card. Now there was 3 first place, and now they're going to do a random drawing with. Well, I don't know. There's 3 different tiebreakers.
Yeah, I'd
they
like
had,
to do a
so-
random drawing to get ESPN out of business. Bye, ESPN. We did a random drawing. You're done. Bye.
They lost the random
The
drawing?
sporting world is really going to miss you. Oh, gee. Now sports is only on 27 channels instead of 28. Oh, I don't know how we're all going to get along without you. But we'll do the best we can. Bye.
So you're the latest person to turn against ESPN.
It's just all nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, that's really screwed up. That they cheated
let's-
me out of anything.
Well, let's not go. Let's not step on it. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's not
Move
do that.
on.
Let's go to
Back
Bowlmania.
to Lucky Saban.
The final score of the final standings of Bowlmania. It was
Oh yeah,
Andrew over here.
I'm in last.
Yes.
Andrew finished in first. He
Nice.
knows more than all of us
Way to
do.
go, Andrew.
And I
Bunch of
finished.
lucky picks.
No, he's smart. He knows what he's doing.
I said he would win, didn't I?
You did.
I finished in second.
Oh,
Michael finished in third. You finished in
When I come in
fourth.
11th?
No, you finished in fourth.
Fourth. Oh, that's
Gerard
not bad.
finished in fifth. Joseph finished in sixth.
Okay.
And Andrew Donnelly finished in seventh.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
he missed, I think, the first 7 picks. So that's a disadvantage.
So he had a
only.
big, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He would have done good then. Yeah.
He would have been up there with us.
how was his?
Yeah.
What was his record? Like,
Oh, he ended up winning like
out of,
17
wow.
out of or
Not bad.
16 or 17.
I want to talk about the wild card rounds.
Oh yeah, so well, I was wrong when the Titans beat the Chiefs. That was a stunning.
I was right with that.
I have to say I was
That's the
wrong.
one I called, and I gotta say, when I turned it on, Titans were down by I think 2 TDs, and I said, "Oh, I guess it's over." I went, I got a pizza, came home, gained 20 pounds, turned it back on. Titans are about to win the game.
Yep.
There you go.
I mean, the Chiefs have now 5 straight home losses in the playoffs, or
Yes.
6 straight.
Wow.
Yeah, well, their coach looks like a seal. Like you want to throw him a fish. Maybe he'll clap for you, do some tricks. You know?
You know, I never saw Andy Reid in that way, but now that you say it that
Oh,
way,
yeah.
I do kind of see him as a seal.
Yeah, no.
I just want to give him a treat. You know, I want
Just give him
to.
a fish. He'll clap his hands. He'll do all sorts of
something
stuff. I think he should maybe do a couple of push-ups himself. Okay, good.
Well, I was right with the Falcons beating the Rams, and you were dead wrong. You had the Rams
I-
going to the Super Bowl, so.
I was so on the Rams, and I was wrong there. They got toasted.
Yeah, so I was right with that one, and
good.
I was right with the Jaguars beating the Bills.
Was I right on that?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Why would you
even
pick the
said
Bills?
are
Oh,
not going
I
past.
went ahead
Yeah.
and picked the Panthers against the Saints.
And I picked the Saints, so
Yeah.
I went 3 for 4. You
Yeah.
went 2 for 4.
And I went to Wendy's, and I got
Got
4
4 for 4. I see. I kind of prompted you there, but
McNuggets, double stack, soda, and a fry.
if we had the drop, we would be playing the 4 for 4 drop
By the
right
way,
now.
followers, hit the Wendy's. It's a great deal. 4 for 4. Go with the double stack. Nuggets, soda, delicious French fries.
Yeah, that's getting the most for what you're paying
all
for.
for $4.
No sponsor.
Brought to you by Big Man at Wendy's.
Who's that? You?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're trying to shed a few pounds, though, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Now, I said that the Chiefs would beat the Titans and then go on to beat the Patriots,
Right.
but the Titans beating the Chiefs kind of changes things. 'cause-
Oh, yeah.
And believe me when I say this, everybody, there's not a person on planet Earth who wants the Patriots to lose more than I do. Not a person on planet Earth.
Yeah.
But I just can't see the Titans going into Foxborough in any world and beating them.
You are.
I'm a
And
realist.
you are, and I'm very proud of you that you're getting past your how much you can't stand them, and you're trying to make an intelligent decision on who is going to win the game. I'm very proud of you because you are correct. New England will win the game.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's big of you to look past all the anger and say, you know what? I think they're going to probably win. That's all.
yes.
All right. Now, my Titans. Who are they going to play? Oh, the Patriots.
Yes, they're playing the
All right. Now
Patriots.
the Saints are going to play the who?
They're playing the No, what am I saying? They're playing the Vikings
Oh, okay. Are those the last 4 teams left
in the NFC. Yeah.
in the NFC? Okay. All right. So the winner. Okay, and then let's go to the AFC.
Well, the AFC Titans, Patriots, and Jaguar Steelers.
Oh, Jaguar Steelers. Yeah. Okay. And okay, who do you like in the Steelers game?
I like the Jaguars. I'm sticking with my pick.
Okay, I
I'm gonna
like.
have to go with the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm
on
going to
that
go
one.
with the Steelers only because it's in Steeler Town. I know a couple of fans. They're crazy fans, and I think the players might decide to really play for those hometown fans.
You want to know something crazy? You guess who the last team was who beat the Steelers twice on the road in the same season?
Jacksonville.
The Jaguars in 2007. And
Okay.
they would be doing it again 11 years later. And I think this
Well, that
pass
was a long
rush...
time ago. But
Well, yeah, but I mean-
okay.
And no one's still on that original Jacksonville team.
Nope.
Right? No.
Not
Yeah,
one.
so it really doesn't mean much. What you
Well, I'm
said.
just saying.
I
I'm
hate
I'm
to-
just saying.
I mean, I'm glad you threw it in there, but
No, I'm just saying it as like a coincidence
no, I
sort
know.
of
But
thing
like
if they
the
do it
iPhone
again.
wasn't even invented then. I don't think. I mean,
Just coming out.
just coming out.
Yeah. So,
I think I got the phone that year. I still have it. The 4.
yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that the Vikings are going to win that game against the Saints.
Okay, let's go over our picks. So Vikings, Saints, who's going to win?
I think the Vikings are going to win at home. I'm sticking with my pick.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Saints in Minnesota. Andy?
I'm
Andrew?
going to go with the Vikings.
Vikings in Minnesota. Okay, next game.
All right. You said you had Pittsburgh, right? And
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh Jaguars. I'm going with the Steelers. Steve.
yeah, I'm taking the Jaguars.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Okay, that's Andrew taking the Steelers.
But with that being said, the Jaguars have to score points to win.
Well, obviously. Okay, you must watch the Mike and Mike show. Got that. Anyway, next game.
Eagles at home against the Falcons. I
Wow.
like the Falcons on the road.
Okay, I have to take the Eagles. I'm going to vote for them. I'm going to hope for them. Eagles.
I'm going with the Eagles as well.
Wow.
Falcons are 3-point favorites. They're the first 6 seed against the 1 seed to ever be favored.
Okay, go ahead.
Or it's the first time a 1 seed in the divisional round has not been favored ever.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so
One more game.
we missed the Titans at Patriots, and I
Okay,
think we're probably all going to be in agreement
I'm
about
gonna go
this.
with the New England.
I'll take the team
Andrew,
from New England.
are you?
New England.
New England. Okay.
Yes, unfortunately.
But they don't cover the 13.5
Remember a
point
couple
spread.
weeks ago, because you're a Jet fan, I went ahead and said, okay, I'll take the Jets. Remember you kind of asked
Yeah.
me? And I said, okay, for the sake of my buddy Steve, I'll say the Jets are going to beat New England at whatever stadium they play at. And I turned the game
Stadium.
on. It was like 47-0, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It wasn't
Okay,
47-0.
well, whatever it was, you know.
It was a closer game than you think.
Yeah, right.
When was this?
This was the last week of the
It was
season.
a painful game to watch, but okay. All right, So we got our picks for the wild card round, and
Divisional
round. Let's jump right to the New York Knicks.
The New York Knicks. All right.
Let me just say, I love them. They're an exciting team to watch. I believe Hardaway Jr. is back.
He's coming back.
He's coming back, right?
And and I know they're not going to win anything this year. I know that. I saw Golden State play the other day, blindfolded, and they scored 150 points. So, but they're exciting to watch. I like them, and I'm proud to be a Knicks fan.
We're all proud to be Knicks fans.
Preach it.
Steve, jump in.
All right, I will jump in, and I'll say that the next opponent is who are the Knicks playing next? The Bulls. The Bulls
tonight.
Tonight. Oh yeah, that's
Tonight's the Bulls.
See, I just had a
Tonight.
brain fart. Yeah, the Knicks are playing the Bulls tonight.
Now we're 0-2 with them so far. Correct?
Yeah, that's right. Those were both on the road.
The Bulls are pretty good now.
All right, so
No.
yeah, the Knicks should definitely win tonight.
You think so?
I hope so. Because
I hope so.
our on the road record is the worst in the league, right?
Yeah.
At this point.
One of the worst.
One of the
I'm going to go ahead and say the Chicago Bulls wins the game. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
little
I guess
surprising.
I'm just feeling it. I don't know what's going to happen. It's
Um,
in Chicago, right?
it's-
The game.
No, it's in New York.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah, it's in the Garden.
All right, I changed that. I'm going to go ahead and think that the Knicks will pull it out home.
That's the right answer.
Yeah. I say over 5 points win.
I'm gonna see what the
Okay.
spread is real
Who's
quick.
favored?
Well, the Knicks are gonna be favored. I'm gonna check the spread. The Knicks are 4.5 point favorites, and I think they
Are
cover
they-
that
are the
easily.
Knicks,
Oh, yeah,
are the Knicks
easy.
healthy?
Well,
Besides
yeah,
Hardaway.
yeah.
Is Hardaway in tonight?
I don't think
No,
so.
and I don't know about Beasley.
Oh,
They
he
haven't
has an ankle injury.
said.
Oh.
So
Well, it's not going to
healthy
be...
for the most part.
And how about my buddy from Lithuania? How's he doing? I mean, Latvia.
Oh.
Latvia.
Yeah, Porzingis.
How's my
His last game was
How's my
good.
7'5" pal doing? Okay.
Yeah, his last game was nice.
Nice.
He's not playing as well as I would like him to play, but
No.
he is doing what he needs to do and
Okay.
to make the difference.
When his shot is on, it's just a wonderful thing to watch.
He's a streaky player, unfortunately.
He is streaky. You're right.
Yeah.
He's not as consistent as the guy the Golden State guys got from Oklahoma. What's his name?
You mean Durant?
Yeah, Durant's shot. He's more consistent.
He is,
Durant
yeah,
with his shot.
yeah. He'll
And
have
that
an
is
off game.
also a sweet shot to watch. I mean, Durant is
He'll have
scary.
an off game here and there, Kevin Durant, but he's always averaging really what everyone expects him to.
Yeah.
But Porzingis, I mean, he starts the season. What is he averaging? Close to 30 points a
Yeah.
game. And now he's having trouble getting even half of that.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what happened. Is it the injury, you think, that got him?
I think
It
it's
could-
just the role of the team that he has, like
Oh.
being the leader and stuff without
Okay.
Melo now. It's a lot of pressure, and he really wants to get them to the playoffs. You can see it.
Is he playing in pain? Because that can really affect your shot.
Well,
obviously.
we'll never know
okay.
how he's feeling.
Okay.
I just want to point
Well,
something
we could
out.
ask him. He's right here. Come on.
Come on over, Porzingis.
Porzingis happening. Hey, how's it going? Okay, not bad.
No, we're just trying to get the team to the playoffs.
Your accent was way off. It's not like...
We're trying to get team to playoffs.
what kind of an accent is that?
Is that right, Porzingis?
Spanish.
We try, we get the team to playoffs.
What's
like Dutch or something?
Is that like a Nordic?
What was that?
Isn't that a Nordic thing, like a Sweden? Like,
Happy Leif Erikson Day.
That couldn't be further from how he talks.
Well, I don't know how Latvians talk.
What are you like? Oh, Luliko's not putting...
All right, forget it.
All right, well...
I got to point something out first.
Please.
I have to say something to the officials. There's a lot of contact on Porzingis every time he hits a shot, and it has a lot to do with his height. But a lot of players are hitting his arm on the way up on a shot.
Yeah.
And they are not calling it, and that's contact. And we're missing a lot of free throws. The Knicks do not get the calls that they need.
Wow.
I just want to point that out.
That's true.
Good point, Andrew.
We tend to not get calls.
Wake up, refs. If you hit the arm, it's a foul.
You should be a ref.
Jackass.
And our last game, now, who did we play last?
Mavericks.
And do you remember the game where the game just was getting way too physical and the officials were just not calling anything for the Knicks?
Yeah, that was the Dallas game.
Yeah, that was the Dallas, and that was a sight to see because there was at least 10 missed calls from the Knicks. And
You think any of these refs, because they caught one, he had money on games. Remember that guy like 10 years ago? NBA ref, little guy.
No.
Turns out he had money on games. He was swinging the games with his calls.
I don't remember that. That's interesting.
Big time. Thank you.
What year was that?
I don't know. The guy's working.
At Wendy's?
No, I think he's crossing guard. I don't know why I'm making fun of it. I was a crossing guard for 6 months. I had my niece coming across from the high school, all embarrassed that Uncle Jackass is a crossing guard. And she was coming across the street to go to lunch with her friends. It's like, they're like, isn't that your uncle? Oh my God, no. No, it's not him. I'm like, hello there, it is me. Come on. She's like,
wait, you recently were a crossing guard?
No, a couple of years ago.
Really?
Yeah, when Tara was in high school.
You were a crossing guard?
Yes, and I used to cross them for lunchtime. And she was like all embarrassed. I'm surprised she didn't hook up a zip line to cross Sunrise from building to building.
Well, I know that. I know she's always been embarrassed.
Well, no, but I'm the crossing guard, and all her friends, they all like me. Hey, it's Uncle Pat. And she's like, oh my God, no.
She's like putting her hood up.
And they're like, isn't that Uncle Pat? No, he died in a plane crash 7 years ago. No, he didn't. That's him. He's alive. He's a crossing guard, damn it. That's him. Hey, Uncle Pat, how's it going? Hey, kids, come on.
It's almost like, what about Bob? Like, he's never gone.
Yeah. She used to cross like a half a mile down the road. Totally humiliated. Anyway, next. Come on.
Next.
Syracuse, let's go.
Syracuse. All right.
3 losses in a row.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
I don't know why we talk. Oh, because you dig them, right? I mean, I don't really, you like them, so go ahead. Syracuse.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Syracuse is currently on, I think it's appropriate to play this. Syracuse is currently on a 3-game losing streak. And,
what is this, an infomercial for the ASPA or whatever?
ASP, what?
ESP, whatever the hell.
You don't even know the network's name?
They got the animals freezing and they play the B-roll piano and they want you to send $20 a month.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, it's like...
adoption centers.
That's what it sounds like with the pity party music. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like we're doing like the...
Like anything where they got you to send money. Money. They always run the piano B-roll.
Yeah. All right. So, anyway... this is serious. This is a serious matter.
I know, but could you can the piano?
No, I can't.
Oh my God!
Syracuse has lost 3 straight games, all of which they should have won. They should have beaten Wake Forest on the road. That's one you gotta win, whether it's home or on the road.
I gotta take a Prozac instead of B-roll. They got a Prozac for me.
And the Notre Dame game, that's a game that you can't lose to them at home. And also, they lost to St. Bonaventure at home a few weeks ago. Another team you can't lose to at home. I know, this is an appropriate move for the... and then, I mean, yeah, Virginia's a tough team, but Syracuse had a chance to win that game on the road. And another tough game coming up against Florida State. Tough times right now for the Orange, but it will get brighter. This season, we're not going to wait years. It's going to happen this year.
Through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Look, I went to Nassau Community College. We don't even have a team. You want to run a B-roll? Run that one.
This story has been brought to you by Big P.
That's right. If you're having muffler trouble, come down to Big P's Muffler Shop.
All right, so now that I got my depression out,
Thank God.
So what are they struggling with?
Oh, no. Oh, God. No.
well, I can't really put my finger on one thing in particular, and they just haven't been able to close out games. Kind of like the Knicks early on in the season. They're not able to put the finishing touches on games. Like the Notre Dame game, they had the lead the whole way through. And then, the final minutes, Notre Dame's hitting threes, Syracuse is, turning the ball over, and then Syracuse has the ball with like 30 seconds left. They're holding on. Notre Dame steals it and lays it in with a few seconds left, and it's just a deflating.
It's a killer.
It's like this is how deflating it is. When you have a balloon and you get like a pin and just like put it into the balloon, that kind of deflating. It's that kind of deflating.
Oh, I know. I got one too. How about when I was 17? I liked this girl Dorothy.
No, that's not deflating.
No, it is because she goes on one date. We're walking around holding hands, and she decides she wants to be friends, and she goes, "I want to just be friends." That's deflating.
No, that's not deflating.
Oh, it is. Believe me.
No, you wouldn't have wanted to stay with her if she wasn't going to be loyal to you.
No, will you listen to me? When they say, "Let's be friends," you're like, "Friends? I got a lot of friends. I don't want you to be my friend."
So what happened at that point?
Nothing happened. I was done. I went back to my friends.
So you said, no, I won't be your friend.
No, I said, okay, fine. But it was
But
deflating.
you never saw her
The point
again.
is, it was deflating.
You never saw her again.
Deflating.
It's like when the clowns are tying up those balloons and then
Deflating.
and then you just put a pin through it.
Right, you're going to go back to that one. Okay. Back to the balloon one. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, that's a
We're
nice
losing
one.
our listeners. Come on, move on.
Do you think she's listening right now?
Who cares? Ball Mania.
Bullmania, we got through that already. I already went through the final standings.
Beat the streak.
Beat the streak. You're just reading it off the computer.
Come on, let's get to it. We've been on for a half hour. We're losing our listeners.
All right, so
Jesus.
yes, I took the tough loss in streak when I got 19 in a row and should have won, but didn't. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try again next month. I'm going to try for the month of January. So I'm giving it my best shot this month.
Good.
Right now I'm on a 7-game winning streak.
Nice.
With my picks. The leader has 18, and I'm contemplating whether or not I should pick the Maple Leafs tonight against the Senators.
They
Andrew
will.
seems to think I should. Pat seems to think I
The
should.
Maple Leafs are going to win. You know why?
Why?
Because it reminds me of waffles with maple syrup.
I don't know if I should go by that.
Everything is food. Everything is food for me. I could care less about the stupid team. Anyway, for a speech pathology class, all of us, including our listeners, have to say Tua Tagovailoa 3 times correctly.
It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Very good. Say it again.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Andrew,
That was a crazy game.
Andrew, try it.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah. All right, now me.
You're not yelling my ear.
Tua Tagovailoa.
All right.
One more time. Tua Tagovailoa.
All right.
Now that was the best game since the week before, the
think
Rose
we
Bowl,
got it.
right?
Take care. All right, Heat Raptors. Let's go.
There was a big fight.
Let's talk about the fight.
What do you have on that?
Well, I didn't see too much of it. I just saw a highlight reel. It looked like there was some confrontation between Serge Ibaka and someone else. I forget
Was
his
it
name.
Mirotic?
It might have been, but both of them got ejected from the game. And
How intense was the fight, Andrew? I missed it.
not too
I heard
bad.
they were in a fist fight.
Yeah, they did throw some punches, but it looked like the officials stopped it early.
They kind of broke it up.
Now that kind of stuff really should not be tolerated in the NBA.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, well,
these players have such high contracts, and someone
Yeah.
gets hurt for real, then it could be a season changer.
Yeah.
So, just got to throw that in there.
This isn't hockey. You don't just drop the gloves and start throwing punches. Now, and then at the end of the game, DeMar DeRozan got in a little scuffle with Goran Dragic.
Yeah.
well, I can tell you how you can stop the fighting.
How can you stop the fighting?
The way you stop it is you train all of your players to be fighters. And what happens is anyone that, because you notice none of them know how to fight. They all do. They're kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like the Jerry Springer with the girl fights. Kind of like that, only it's NBA players.
The one punching Serge Ibaka, he's a second-degree black belt.
Yeah, so that's a
Oh,
different
so he,
story.
oh, okay.
That's
so,
a different story.
Oh, so he could have hit him in a roundhouse.
Yeah. It
So,
could've
but I'm
got ugly.
saying, if you fight a guy who knows how to fight, these guys don't, and it's Jerry Springer all over again. So the guy throws a stupid punch, and what the fuck? And as he's doing that, you slowly land a roundhouse to his skull, and he's blacked out. He will never tangle with you ever again. So that's how you stop it. Okay? You're going to bring a can of whoop ass on me, I am going to finish the can on you. And if you know that's going to be the result, you are going to get your ass kicked. Then they will not do it. But if it's as long as it's going to be this Jerry Springer, I'll kill you, you son of a gun, pulling hair and whatever they think they're doing, which is really a lot of nothing, it's going to continue.
But what if you have a guy like Ibaka who's a black belt against a Jerry Springer guy? How's that going to end?
I like the black belt thing. I like it. I'd like to see it. Now,
I
I'll
don't
tell
think
you.
Serge is. The other guy is a black belt.
Oh, the other guy was a
Yeah,
black
yeah.
belt?
Yeah, the other guy, yeah. But that's how it ends. If you know you're going to get your ass kicked, you're probably not going to do it. But if it's going to be this punch for punch, Jerry Springer pull your hair stuff, it's going to go on.
Yeah.
I do think the players do a nice job of just not because it's funny because.
If you notice, Andrew, nobody really ever gets hit.
Yeah,
You notice
yeah.
that?
It always is over
A lot of
within
backing
10
off, and it's like, oh, yeah.
But I was
And it's almost like they're telling their ref, oh, could you please hold me back so I could do this? Oh, yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
I was just watching the most famous fight in
Yeah.
NBA history, the Ron Artest.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they kill him.
So
Malice at the Palace.
When you compare something like what happened with Heat Raptors against something like that,
Yeah.
it's child's play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, hey, I understand temper tantrum, whatever. But anyway, that's my story. To me, it's just glorified Jerry Springer, which is fine.
Yeah.
But you're right, Andrew. They could get hurt, though.
Yes. And they got into the stands in that game when Ron Artest was like fighting the fans.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah. I want the fight to go up to the upper deck. Like, they keep going up the stairs. And eventually they're in some hallway, like, far away, where they load, like, cargo. And they're all by themselves in this dark hallway next to the Zamboni. And they're just going at it.
And Artest got suspended for the whole season because of that, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know the whole season. Wow.
Yeah, because he punched a fan.
Yeah.
You know,
They
so
won't tolerate
it's
that.
a good thing things don't escalate to that level anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to end up in the show by saying that, as you all know, listeners,
You
I
were
was
a
an
lineman.
offensive lineman
And a defensive
and a
lineman.
defensive, and there's
Were,
nothing.
were you a guard or a tackle?
I was a tackle, but
Right or left?
left. But I'll tell you this: when you're playing on the line, your buddies are those five guys. Those are your pals.
How about on defense?
My coach used to call us the hogs and the pigs. He goes, "I love you guys," and we were like a tight unit. It was fun. being
Were you a
around.
defensive end or a nose tackle?
No, I was defensive tackle, so I would go from one side to the other.
Oh, so you would alternate.
Well, I loved defense. I loved offense because you could block and be the hero and protect your QB, and you could run block, which is fun. But on defense, you could use your hands and you could sack the QB. That was
Yeah.
fun. Or if you grab somebody in the backfield, that was fun too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But anyway, yes, those days are long gone though. And I also want to say I got to go walk Coco, my wonderful 13-year-old, beautiful dog. But I do want to say, oh yeah, B-roll on the dog. Yeah, beautiful dog. 13, Coco. No, but anyway, I got to get going. But I think we're done, right?
We are done.
I had a great time talking to all our followers, all 3 of you. I mean, 300 of you. Thanks.
So the Knicks are going to beat the Bulls tonight. Syracuse is going to beat Florida State on Saturday.
Yeah, and
the Jaguars are going to beat the Steelers, and that team from New
That's
England.
according to you. You're
That
doing
team from
your-
New England is going to
Andrew,
beat the Titans.
I can't tell you how great it is to have you here, Andrew.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The Vikings are going
Thanks
to
for
beat the
having me.
Saints.
Andrew's here from ESPN, and it's great having
From
him.
ESPN. So yeah, the Vikings
No,
are going to beat the
ESPN.
Saints, and the
We have a new
Falcons are going to
company.
beat the Eagles.
Well, we'll see. We're ESPN. Isn't that great?
PM?
M, yeah. And if we have a contest, we'll actually pay the people. Isn't that great?
Oh, wow! How's that for a change?
Okay, well, I'm out of here. Great talking, everybody. See you next week. How about you?
Stephen Patz signing off.
And Andrew today. Andrew.
Thank you for having me. It's always
Had a great time. We love having you. We love your input. Fun to get some intelligent input instead of something like me, blurting stuff out. Steve, you know.
I half know what I'm doing.
See you guys soon.
I'm telling you, the Jaguars are taking down the Steelers. And you got the Saints and the Vikings.
Well, the way they play, they press with the Steelers. And you know what? Drew Brees, I still like the way he goes back fast and throws that bullet.
Not against the Panthers, you didn't think so.